back in the morning. Tell me how much you want it. You know these bags are strong. You break, you buy, you bust it open. They hang up posters where the reward my swag was stolen. He wanted to put.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
When you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Pass to Tatum. Over Bane. Tatum with another miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Inside. Jackson can't get it to go. Boston on offense. Left side, Porzingis. Tatum feeling it out a bit. What a terrific move that is.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Pass to Edie. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside, Brown. Shoots a fadeaway. The rebound by Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Edie. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Taylor Jenkins had a few moments to share with me. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Count it. Good.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Down low.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside.
Let me stop playing with you.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Memphis leading. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Tatum. A good look from Brown. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
Brown showing the quick release with the pull-up there.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. Unable to get that one. Tatum with some nice D. Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Edie. Boston pulls it in. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. Steps back. There's Tatum with the three. Drops in the three. Tatum's got 5 points.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Floats one up. Jackson can't get it to go. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. White for three. And the Celtics another three.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. To win the run. And it's Morant missing.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
To the inside. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Drains the triple. Give him 8 points now.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
These are his first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Morant. He does not get the second one. Here's White. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He did.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And you look at Derek White, Richard, the energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down. Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Outside Craig. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Back to Brown. The steal. Here's Jackson. And Craig pulls it down.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Pass to Pritchard. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And here's Horford. Outside, Brown. Out to Craig. Pass to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Look at Brown. Getting it done inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Huff. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Morant. Morant fights through contact inside.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Out to Horford. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Celtics lead by 11. Aldama outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
They double team Brown to the left wing. And here's Horford for three. Pure from three-point range. Horford's got 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries. And there is nothing more valuable than experience.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. Minute 32 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Edey. Buries it down low. He's got 6.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
And the three-pointer goes.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Out to Craig. The 3 is up. Memphis with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Well, the defender stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
.43 seconds left to the second period. Pass to Hauser. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Back to Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
Morant looking around. Over Holiday. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
So we conclude the first half. Celtics out in front. They lead by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The kick out to White. Back to Holiday. Fades and shoots. Cleared away by Wells. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 14. From the arc. Can't get it to drop. Here's Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Fires the 3. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 16. To the right side. Right side Morant. Pass to Edey. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. The layup misses. For 3, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Outside Tatum. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. Hits the trifecta.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Here's Tatum. Look at Tatum using his length.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Morant cans it from the wing. Morant's got 9.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 13. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, man.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Outside White. For 3, Porzingis. He drops it from range. Porzingis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
Here's Edey. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Celtics lead by 21. Pass to Porzingis. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Wells. And here's Morant outside. And it's Cornette with a rebound. The 3. White can't hit. Memphis with the ball. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. And it's Cornette with a rebound. And here are the Celtics. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. The drive by Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Holiday. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And the shot goes down. Wells has got 5. Boston on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Now here's Tatum. 17 points in the game. Pulls up on the wing. That's short off the rim.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Here's Morant. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And so it's the Boston Celtics. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead.
The Celtics 50.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Morant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And Morant drops them both. Boston leading by 19. Outside, Brown. Outside, Holiday. Back to Brown. The fader. Memphis with a rebound. Payne surveying the D. And here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
A tough cover. Jackson has a ton of post work. He can go over either shoulder or face up.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside Craig. Outside White. Brown with it. Clock at 4. Ooh, impressive fadeaway right there.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's Wells. Another shot. Edey, that's good.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Grizzlies trail by 17. Pass to Bane. Unloads. Gets to the corner and hits it.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Inside. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Wells. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. From deep, Bane. No luck on that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Craig. Pass to Porzingis. Wide open. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's Brown on the wing. Launches it. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
And that one's good. Morant.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Here's Brown. The kick out to White. Back to Brown. Misses the fadeaway.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
To the paint. Here's Morant. And Craig pulls it down. Boston leading by 20. White for 3. It's not going to go for him.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Wells. Here's Edey.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Edey. 2 shots.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
There's Tatum with the three. That one is off. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. Now here's Bane. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that